This is KVUE News Midday.
New this midday, firefighters pull a wrecked car from an Austin condo, how it got there, and the charges that driver is now facing. A massive manhunt underway for this man after he walked up to an elderly stranger and killed him, recording the entire incident and posting it on Facebook, where investigators think he may be right now.
Went from 0 to 120 in about 2 days.
And a little boy with autism now diagnosed with cancer. How his family is staying strong through this difficult time. Good morning, I'm Terry Gruca. Thanks so much for watching us here on Midday. Let's get a look at what we're tracking with Storm Team meteorologist Nathan Gogo. A nice day out there, a few clouds, but mild temperatures, Nathan. Really great way to start the week.
Yeah, exactly. Temperatures are starting in the 60s, 70s. It is warm and a little bit humid outside to start. And temperatures are going to be rising into low 80s, so not an incredibly warm day out there. But a lot of people might be wondering, when is the sunshine coming back out in a big way? Well, we just got to wait a couple days and some rain showers in the meantime before that happens. 76 at Bergstrom, 73 at Camp Mabry. The wind's a bit breezy from the southeast at 8 miles per hour, gusting as high as 10 to 15. Temperatures a little bit cooler out in Fredericksburg, 67 in Fredericksburg, 69 in Blanco. Clouds and radar showing mostly quiet, I should say, on radar. Just a couple little light showers through parts of Llano County, moving into parts of Hays County, just south of Hays County, really in Comal County. But chances of rain going to increase. We're keeping an eye off to our south, where we're expecting more development and more chances, or better chances, of storms as we head in towards the afternoon hours. In fact, a 60% chance of rain for today we're expecting. So temperatures going to rise into the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees. We start to see more sunshine come back by midweek. More on that coming up in the full forecast in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Nathan. A car is now out of a Lake Austin condo complex after plowing into the building overnight. Austin firefighters shared this video this morning. This is at the Lake House condos off Enfield and Scenic Drive. Crews had to wait until daylight to remove it because the car was holding that overhang up, and firefighters were worried the building might collapse. After assessing the situation, a tow truck was able to pull that car out. After 11 last night, police say that driver hit a parked car and smashed into the storage unit at the condo. Paramedics took the driver to the hospital, but no one else was hurt. That man was arrested for driving drunk. The FBI and local investigators are still searching for the Cleveland man who shot and killed a stranger and posted the recording of it on Facebook. ABC's Emily Rao with more on the manhunt.
A plea from Cleveland police this morning after a man posted this alarming video online.
Found somebody about to kill. I want to kill this guy right here. The old dude.
The FBI and Cleveland police on a desperate manhunt for Steve Stevens, whom they believe is responsible for a random act of cold-blooded murder. Stevens claiming he's killed more than a dozen others, but police saying there is no evidence supporting that. 5 states now on high alert. Authorities say they received a ping from his cell phone detected near Erie, Pennsylvania. Stevens is believed to be driving a white Ford Fusion.
Obviously, he's got deep issues, and we want to get him off the streets as soon as possible.
On Sunday afternoon, Stevens allegedly approached 74-year-old Robert Godwin Sr. armed with a gun.
All right, can you do me a favor? Can you say Joy Lane?
What?
Can you say Joy Lane?
Joy Lane?
Yeah. She's the reason why this is about to happen to you.
Then the trigger was pulled, killing Godwin. The homicide too disturbing for us to show. That woman, Joy Lane, whose name was mentioned, issuing a statement saying Steve really is a nice guy. He is generous with everyone he knows. He was kind and loving to me and my children. This is a very difficult time for me and my family. Godwin's family devastated.
I hate he's gone. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not real.
I feel like my heart is gonna stop.
Cleveland police initially made contact with Stevens after the incident, but attempts to reconnect with him have failed. Emily Rao, ABC News, Cleveland, Ohio.
Happening today, the family of a man shot multiple times by Austin police officers 2 weeks ago will share his side of the story. This is Lawrence Parish. Right now, he is recovering in a hospital. Back on April 7th, 4 police officers shot Parish several times after responding to a disturbance call about a man with a gun. At first, police said Parish shot first. Later, the chief said Parish never fired that gun and that dash camera video did not capture the shooting. His family now wonders why no cameras show what happened. Officers say once Parish is well enough to get out of the hospital, he will be taken to jail. His family plans to speak at the Givens Park Pavilion around 7 this evening. Happening today, Blanco ISD officials are taking action against this middle school counselor accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. She's facing suspension without pay, according to the Blanco County News. 43-year-old Lisa Rogers has worked for the district for nearly 20 years, and school records show she submitted her resignation to the school 1 day prior to her arrest. So far this school year, 5 students in Leander ISD have taken their own lives. So the Leander Independent School District is now helping educate parents about their kids' mental health. The district will offer counseling services to families at the Supporting Our Teens in Today's Society event. They'll talk about helping students deal with stress and provide tips to balance school and outside activities. LISD officials will also talk about how the district deals with bullying and the risk factors for suicide. If you would like to attend today's event, it'll take place at Cedar Park High School Performing Arts Center at 6:30 tonight. This morning, we know the name of the woman whose body was found in Waller Creek over the weekend. Police say 24-year-old Tia Shane Brooks was found in the creek near 4th Street and I-35 downtown Saturday morning. Homicide detectives are still interviewing witnesses, and they're waiting on autopsy results to determine if she drowned or if she died another way. Police say there is no threat to the public, but if you have information, you are asked to call police. The Austin Fire Department says the number of vacancies within the department is at an all-time high. Last week, 26 cadets graduated from the Austin Fire Academy, but there are still about 130 vacancies within AFD. Firefighters have been clocking a lot of extra hours to make up the vacancies, some even working 48-hour shifts. The fire department is now hiring for the 2017 season, but today is the deadline to submit your application. You can learn more about the process by heading to our website, KVUE.com. Happening right now, thousands of runners making their way through the 121st Boston Marathon. Yesterday, city officials, survivors, and family members gathered at the finish line to remember those killed in the 2013 marathon bombing. 3 people died, hundreds were injured when the 2 bombs went off near the finish line. Airlines making huge changes to their policies, what they're now vowing to do if one of their flights is overbooked.